Firstly, what do we mean by registration? Registration is the first step in asylum process. It is the recording, verifying, and updating of information on asylum seekers and refugees with the aim of protecting, documenting, and implementing durable solutions. Registration process results in the issuance of UNHCR documentation. Please note that registration is different from Refugee Status Determination, or RSD, which will be covered in a different webinar. Registration and documentation process entails following steps. Application for registration, which can be done through Refugee Malaysia website or through referral to UNHCR based on assessed vulnerabilities. Scheduling by UNHCR team, a registration interview conducted individually with applicants, documentation after the registration process, and document renewal on the document renewal date. Individuals registered with UNHCR will be provided with a UNHCR document that will say they are under the protection of UNHCR. This documentation offers a level of protection, reducing risk of arrest and facilitating access to services such as health, education, and other forms of support. UNHCR issues cards or asylum seeker certificates. Both documents have some security features and a QR code that you can see on the slide. Through the QR code, any individual can verify the authenticity of the document using UNHCR application called Verify Plus. UNHCR documents also contain UNHCR file number as well as individual number, name, and basic data of the individual as well as a photo. Renewal dates of the documents are shown on the document. It is important that individuals keep their documents safe and renew on the date of renewal through approaching UNHCR. In addition to new registration and documentation, registration unit of UNHCR operation in Malaysia is also responsible for adding family members to the files of registered individuals who could be newborn children or other family members, updating records related to family composition changes such as marriage, divorce, death, updating personal information such as contact details, address, and phone number, renewing documents, and replacing lost documents. How to apply for registration? If you are not registered with UNHCR Malaysia and want to seek asylum, you can submit registration request form through the Refugee Malaysia website, which is www.refugeemalaysia.org/contact. You will be guided through a set of questions in the application form. Please select the answers that best apply to your situation. Through the application process, you will also be requested to submit a photo. In the slide, you can see correct form of photos, which should be against white or plain background, clear, and face looking forward, and easily identifiable. Upon your submission, please get a copy of your website submission for your future reference. If you provide an email, your submission will also be sent to your email. This is highly recommended. On the last page, you will get a confirmation of successful submission and a reference number. Kindly note down the reference number for your interactions with UNHCR Malaysia and authorities. You may need this number. Upon your submission, UNHCR Malaysia will get in touch with you. Please note that you may need to wait for some time until UNHCR contacts you. This does not mean your submission failed. As long as you get a confirmation of successful submission, it means your submission is received. Please make sure that the phone number you provided is correct and active. UNHCR will contact you through the phone call to the number provided. Upon scheduling your appointment, UNHCR will also send you an SMS to confirm your registration appointment. It is important to share any updates, such as changes in your family composition, the languages you can communicate during the scheduling call with UNHCR. Also, if you had submitted an application to add a family member, but couldn't submit another one for a different family member before the first member is processed, during the scheduling call, you can tell us that there is another family member and the details of that individual. On the day of your registration appointment, it is important to bring all documents in your possession and relevant to your case to your registration interview. These documents can be passports, identity papers, marriage certificates, birth certificates, family census or national identity document, military service booklets, medical certificates. If you have any previous registration, including with entities like UNRWA or another government or UNHCR in any other country, please bring related documents that you have. If you are registered with UNHCR and have a newborn baby, you can submit a request through Refugee Malaysia website to add your child into your file. You will be scheduled for your interview. To your interview, please bring documents related to the identity of your child, such as original birth registration form from the National Registration Department or JPN if you have, original confirmation of birth form from the hospital or doctor's confirmation letter for home birth, original police report for home birth, original prenatal card, pregnant treatment book, or mother's treatment card during pregnancy, identity cards or identification documents of the mother and or father, any related birth document from the hospital such as vaccination card, other identification documents for the parents such as marriage, divorce, and death documents, family booklet if you have any. In this slide, you may see some of the document examples that can be brought to add your child to your case. Please remember to keep safe the documents issued by UNHCR and memorize your UNHCR file number. If you lose your document, you will be issued a certified true copy instead of the lost document. You can report to UNHCR about your lost document through Refugee Malaysia website. A police report is not needed for reporting lost documents. If you already have one, please bring it with you to the office when you were given an appointment to replace your lost document. Once a new document is issued, previously issued document will no longer be valid and be cancelled. You may obtain more information on registering with UNHCR as well as frequently asked questions at the Refugee Malaysia website under the tab registering with UNHCR. You may find additional information on registering your child, including guidance on how to obtain birth certificate in Malaysia at the Refugee Malaysia website. Please remember that obtaining a birth certificate for your child is an important protection tool. For detailed information on UNHCR documents, including features of these documents, you can consult the Refugee Malaysia website at www.refugeemalaysia.org/support/UNHCR-documents. To summarize, please remember that all registration activities are managed through an appointment system. UNHCR Malaysia office is not open for walk-ins or those without appointments. Scheduling for registration interview is done based on prioritization and processing the referrals received from various channels. It is important to keep your contact details updated. All UNHCR services, including registration and documentation, are free. One cannot pay to receive any service or faster service from UNHCR, and paying and receiving money for UNHCR services is wrong. Also, please do not send letters to UNHCR for registration requests. UNHCR does not process registration requests sent through letters. For registration, always wait to be scheduled and do not approach UNHCR office, as this process is not done on walk-in basis. Please do not submit multiple applications for the same request. Multiple applications do not increase your chance of getting registered faster, but on the contrary, delays the process through creating duplications in the database. Thank you for your attention to the webinar today.